University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. The rules of the quarter-final stage of this contest, like the peace of God, pass all understanding, but suffice to say that both tonight's teams have already lost one quarter-final match, so whichever of them wins tonight will earn a final chance to qualify for the semi-finals, while the losers will leave the contest. It's a Cambridge derby tonight. The team from Pembroke College beat the universities of Lancaster and Bath in rounds 1 and 2 without even breaking a sweat, but then lost their first quarter-final against the Medics of St George's, London, by a 90-point margin. So they'll need to recover their earlier form if they're going to stay in the contest. With an average age of 19, let's meet the Pembroke College team again.
I'm Robert Scaines, I'm from North London and I'm studying natural sciences.
Hello, I'm Emily Moore from Oxford and I'm studying maths.
And their captain.
Hello, I'm Tom Foxall, I'm from Birmingham and I'm studying classics.
Hi, I'm Jemima Hodkinson, I'm from Portsmouth and I'm studying natural sciences.
The team from King's College, Cambridge, also fell foul of St George's, London, losing their first-round match to them, but with a score good enough to put them in the playoffs, in which they beat Homerton College, Cambridge. They then outpointed Warwick University in round 2, but lost their first quarter-final against New College, Oxford. With an average age of 20, let's meet them for the 5th time.
Hi there, I'm Curtis Gallant, I'm from North London and I'm studying classics.
Hello, I'm Amber Ace, I'm from Crieff in Perthshire and I'm also studying classics.
And let's meet their captain.
Hi, I'm Fran Middleton, I'm from Chorleywood in Hertfordshire and I'm doing a PhD in classics.
Hi, I'm James Greatrex, I'm from Leeds and I'm reading physics.
Right, let's get on with it. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. What adjective may precede conditioning when referring to Pavlov, economics when referring to the work of Ricardo and Mill, and
Pembroke Foxall?
Social?
No. Lose 5 points. Ricardo and Mill, and mechanics when referring to Sir Isaac Newton.
King's Greatrex.
Classical?
Classical is correct, yes. So the first set of bonuses go to you, King's College. They're on the year 1565. Which major city of the Southern Hemisphere dates its first buildings to 1565? Its site had been named on January the 1st, 1502, by Portuguese sailors believing its bay to be a river mouth.
Rio de Janeiro it could be, because that's, I don't know if that's right, actually.
Rio de Janeiro.
Correct. In 1565, Miguel López de Legazpi founded Cebu, the first permanent Spanish settlement in which present-day country?
Mexico, isn't it? Mexico?
No, it's the Philippines. St. Augustine, the oldest remaining European settlement in the United States, was founded by Spain in 1565. In which state is it?
Florida? I don't know if that
Would not be Florida.
Florida's correct. 10 points for this. Paul Keating, John Howard, Kevin Rudd and Julia Gillard.
King's Gallant.
Prime Ministers of Australia?
Correct. These bonuses are on culinary herbs, King's College. In reference to its abundant growth on Mediterranean hillsides, which herb takes its name for the Greek for joy of the mountain?
That would be
Oregano.
Well worked out. The name of which culinary herb derives from the Greek meaning bedbug, as the scent that it's released when its leaves are crushed was thought to be similar to that of the insect.
Okay, working out again.
That's not. What's that? No, that doesn't mean anything. Parsley.
You don't know the Greek for bedbug, I'm astonished. No, it's coriander. Which herb takes its name from two Latin words meaning dew and sea and is therefore sometimes known as dew of the sea?
So, marjoram, maybe?
Marjoram.
No, it's rosemary. 10 points for this. What six-letter trademark denotes the light, flexible aramid fibre invented in 1965 by Stephanie Kwolek of the DuPont Chemical Company of high tensile strength? It's used as a reinforcing agent in oil and gas pipes, snowboards and bicycle tyres.
Kings Middleton.
Rayon?
Pembroke Skeins.
Teflon.
No, it's Kevlar. 10 points for this. Quote, recipient of an astonishing amount of romantic historical attention, she impresses by her talent for wasting all the considerable assets that came her way. The ability to produce beautiful needlework is no basis for government. These words describe which British monarch executed in 1587.
Pembroke Skeins.
Mary I.
No.
King's Ace.
Lady Jane Grey.
No, it's Mary, Queen of Scots. 10 points for this. In geometry, what name is given to those conic sections defined as the locus of all points in the plane, the difference of whose distance from two fixed points is constant?
Pembroke Moor.
Ellipses.
No, you lose 5 points. An example is the graph of the function y equals the reciprocal of x.
King's Greatrex.
Hyperbola.
Correct. These bonuses are on recent works on economics. Firstly, for 5 points. Which US Nobel laureate and former chief economist at the World Bank is the author of Free Fall, Free Markets and the Sinking of the Global Economy?
Yeah, the economist is Richard Blanchflower. Blanchflower.
Richard Blanchflower?
No, he's British anyway. It's Joseph Stiglitz. Secondly, sometimes called Dr. Doom for his prophetic remarks about the world financial crisis, which Turkish-born US economist co-wrote Crisis Economics, a crash course in the future of finance.
We don't know, sorry.
That was Nouriel Roubini. And finally, which term completes the title of a 2010 book by the South Korean economist Ha-Joon Chang, 23 Things They Don't Tell You About what?
Money.
Yeah.
Communism.
Money.
That's capitalism. Right, we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a former flag of a present-day country. 10 points if you can identify the country.
King's Gallant.
Nigeria.
No. Pembroke College, one of you, Buzz? Can't hang around.
Pembroke Skeins.
Algeria.
No, it's Iraq. That's the flag of the First Republic of Iraq. So picture bonuses shortly. 10 points at stake for this starter question. Often cited as textbook examples of postmodernism, Invisible Cities and If on a Winter's Night a Traveller are novels by which
Pembroke Foxhall.
Italo Calvino.
Yes. So you get the picture bonuses, and they're more former flags of present-day countries, this time all European. Again, in each case, I simply want you to identify the country. Firstly, for 5.
Is that former Yugoslavia? No, it would have wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Macedonia, that's kind of got some.
Yeah.
Macedonia?
It is, yes.
Yay.
Secondly,
Something like.
Do you think Andorra or Monaco or something?
Monaco?
no, that's Bosnia-Herzegovina. And finally,
It looks like the Spanish symbols.
We don't think it's Spain, do we?
Surely.
Might.
Yeah.
Spain.
no, that's Portugal until 1910 anyway. OK, 10 points for this. If I could find anything blacker than black, I'd use it. Which English landscape artist said this when a friend complained about the blackness of the sails in his 1842 painting Peace, Burial at Sea?
King's Middleton.
Turner.
Correct. Right, your bonuses are on Jane Austen's The History of England, written when she was 15 years old as a parody of the histories of Oliver Goldsmith and others. In each case, name the monarch she's describing. Firstly, it was the peculiar misfortune of this woman to have bad ministers, since, wicked as she herself was, she could not have committed such extensive mischief had not these vile and abandoned men connived at and encouraged her in her crimes.
Mary the First?
No, it's Elizabeth I. Secondly, this monarch was famous only for his beauty and his courage, of which the picture we have here given of him and his undaunted behaviour in marrying one woman while he was engaged to another are sufficient proofs.
Henry III or something. Well, Henry when he was engaged to another.
Henry V, possibly, but I don't know.
Okay. Henry V?
No, it's Edward IV. And finally, the character of this prince has been, in general, very severely treated by historians, but as he was a York, I'm rather inclined to suppose him a very respectable man.
Richard III.
Correct. Another starter question. What first name is shared by two US presidents inaugurated to within a year, 2 centuries apart?
King's Greatrex.
George.
Correct. George Washington, George Bush. Right, these bonuses are on sea areas of the shipping forecast. In each case, name the area that borders the following, Kings. First for 5 points, Seoul, Fastnet and Rockall.
I think Lundy?
Nominate Gallant.
Lundy?
No, it's Shannon. Secondly, Fisher, Dogger and Humber.
Cromarty.
Nominate Greatrex.
Cromarty.
No, it's German Bight. And finally, Fair Isle, Forties and Forth.
That could be Cromarty, actually. That could be Cromarty.
Nominate Greatrex again.
Cromarty again.
It is Cromarty, yes. You've no idea where it is, have you? Right, 10 points for this. Although the observation of variation between populations of finches on the Galapagos Islands is better known, variation within birds of the family Mimidae...
King's Gallant.
Mockingbird?
Correct, yes. These bonuses are on ancient and modern Europe, King's College. Which ancient people did Julius Caesar describe as the bravest of the peoples of Gaul because they are farthest from the civilization and refinement of our province? They give their name to a present-day European country.
Germany. Belgium.
Oh, the Belgi.
Belgae is correct. Which nomadic people established their first empire south of the Danube in the late 7th century and adopted the language of the Slavic peoples in the area under their rule? They give their name to a country in southeastern Europe.
Southeastern.
Could it be the Slavs?
The Slavs?
No, they're the Bulgars. Sigebert the Lame and his son Cloderic the Parricide were among the rulers of which Germanic people who gave their name to a major Western European country?
The Franks.
The Franks.
Correct. 10 points for this starter question. Medicine is my lawful wife and literature is my mistress. When I get tired of one, I spend the night with the other. Those are the words of which Russian author who trained and practiced as a doctor but is better known as a...
Pembroke Hodkinson.
Nabokov.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points, but is better known as a playwright and author of short stories.
King's Middleton.
Ibsen? No,
No, you're quite wrong.
Yeah, I am. Sorry.
That's Chekhov. 10 points for this. I am a very foolish, fond old man, 80 and upward, not an hour, more or less, and to deal plainly, I fear I'm not in my perfect mind.
King's Ace.
King Lear.
King Lear is right, yes. These bonuses are on statistical distributions, King's College. If X, Y and Z are independent random variables, each normally distributed with mean 0 and variance 1, then X plus Y plus Z is also normally distributed with mean 0 and what variance?
Square root of... cube root... No, try the square root of 3, but I'm not sure.
Okay, square root of 3.
No, it's just 3. When X is normally distributed with mean 0 and variance 1, then X squared has what distribution with 1 degree of freedom?
Wouldn't it be the same?
Yeah.
Like...
yeah, whatever.
Sorry, what am I saying?
Just the same.
The same.
No, it's chi-squared. And finally, the chi-squared distribution is a special case of a family of distributions that bears the name of which other Greek letter?
Phi.
Is it the beta?
Okay, beta?
No, it's gamma. Pembroke, there's still plenty of time to get going. We're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of classical music. 10 points if you can name the Russian composer.
King's Greatrex.
Stravinsky.
Correct. It's from The Rite of Spring. Stravinsky, you'll recall, left his native Russia for Switzerland in response to World War I and later became a naturalised citizen of the US. Your music bonuses are 3 more pieces of music by émigré composers, 5 points for each composer you can identify. Firstly, this Hungarian composer who emigrated to the US in 1940.
Okay, I'm not sure it's Hungarian. I really don't think it's... Oh, well. Schoenberg?
No, that's Bela Bartok. Secondly, this German composer who emigrated to the US in 1933.
German.
No, Schoenberg is all that stuff with the things. Oh, it's the guy who does the violin music. I don't know. Bernstein.
No, that was Schoenberg. Finally, this composer who also left Germany for the US in 1933.
One night there's a scream in the night, and you wonder who could that have been? And you see me kind of grinning while I'm scrubbing.
I feel like
And you say,
Gershwin?
No, that's from Kurt Weill's Threepenny Opera. Right, 10 points for this. Meaning beautiful form. What Greek-derived term denotes an optical instrument consisting of several reflecting surfaces in a tube, one end of which...
King's Ace.
Kaleidoscope.
Correct. Your bonuses this time are on pairs of present participles whose spelling differs by the substitution of a single letter for a double letter. For example, stripping and striping. In each case, give both words from the definitions. Firstly, grasping tightly and complaining persistently.
Yeah, gripping.
Gripping and griping.
Correct. Secondly, hermetically sealing for preservation and belabouring with bamboo or rattan.
Sealing.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry, we don't know.
It's canning and caning. And finally, wiping with absorbent material and feeling apathetic or dejected.
Moping and mopping.
Moping and mopping.
Correct. 10 points for this. Listen carefully. Answer as soon as your name is called. If a tennis ball is served with a momentum of 3 kilogram-metres per second and returned at the same velocity, what is the net impulse imparted on the ball by the service return in kilogram-metres per second?
Pembroke Skeins.
6.
6 is right, yes. Right, these bonuses are on ballet. From the French verb to slide, what name is given to the sliding step that begins and ends in 5th position and is used mainly as a preparation for leaps and jumps?
Glissé.
No, it's glissade. Secondly, similar to an arabesque, what name is given to the pose in which one leg is raised at the back or in front at a 90-degree angle to the body, usually with one arm raised?
It's not plié.
No.
Let's have
We don't know.
It's attitude. Referring to the step of an animal, what 3-word French term denotes the step in which the dancer jumps sideways and while in midair bends both legs up, raising each foot in turn to the opposite knee?
Pas de chat. Pas de chat.
Correct. 10 points for this. The limestone massif of Mount Arthur, along with Mount Owen, is the foremost limestone area of which country and features some of the best examples of karst formations in the Southern Hemisphere?
King's Gallant.
Australia.
Nope.
Pembroke Foxhall.
New Zealand.
New Zealand is correct, yes. These bonuses are on neuropharmacology. Firstly, what is the trade name of fluoxetine, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor used to treat obsessive-compulsive disorder?
Oh, no, I think it is Prozac. Just go with it. Yeah, Prozac.
Correct. Secondly, diazepam or Valium enhances the effect of gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA. What is the function of GABA at inhibitory synapses in the brain?
Is it a neurotransmitter? I don't know. I think it is. Neurotransmitter.
Correct. The concentration of the neurotransmitter dopamine is increased by Ritalin, which has been used to treat which progressive neurological disorder characterised by poor motor coordination and tremor?
Parkinson's disease.
Correct. 10 points for the starter question. Its English examples, including Blue Mantle and Rouge Dragon, what is the lowest grade in the College of Arms, ranking below...
Pembroke Hodkinson.
Pursuivant.
Correct. A set of bonuses on odes for you, Pembroke College. Born 1572, which playwright and poet wrote 2 odes, both with the title Ode to Himself?
1572. Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson.
Correct. The ode entitled On Solitude was written by which poet, born 1688? He's said to have composed it before he was 12 years old.
Is that a bit late? Pope.
Correct. In 1802, which poet wrote Dejection, an ode, the original version of which was addressed to Wordsworth's sister-in-law, Sarah Hutchinson, with whom he was unhappily in love?
Coleridge. Coleridge.
Correct. Right, a picture round. You're going to see for your starter part of the title page of a collection of poems. 10 points if you can name the collection and its author.
Pembroke Hodkinson.
Songs of Innocence and Experience by William Blake.
Correct. For your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more illuminated plates from Blake's Songs of Innocence and Experience. However, the text of the poem on each has been removed. In each case, 5 points if you can identify the title of the missing poem from Blake's Illuminations. Firstly, for 5.
Little Boy Lost. Little Boy Lost.
No, it's London. Here's the whole thing. Secondly,
Not a clue.
What is this one about tree? The something tree.
The poison tree.
The Poison Tree. The Poison Tree.
correct. We'll see the whole thing. There it is. And finally,
The Rose.
Yeah.
The Rose.
that's the sick rose. I can't accept this rose. Right, 10 points for this. In geology, aggregate minerals such as hematite and malachite are often described as botryoidal because their formation roughly resembles...
Pembroke Skeins.
Kidney.
No, you lose 5 points. What fruit?
King's Ace.
Pear.
No, I'm amazed you're a classicist, aren't you? No, they resemble bunches of grapes. So, another starter question now. Formed in 1973, the Polisario Front is a politico-military organisation dedicated to ending Moroccan control of which former...
Pembroke Skeins.
Western Sahara.
Correct. Right, Pembroke, your bonuses this time are on Italian composers. Born 1660, Alessandro Scarlatti is generally credited with establishing the School of Opera named after which major city?
Milan?
Yeah, go Joe.
Milan.
No, it's Naples. The Maid as Mistress by Giovanni Pergolesi is an early example of what genre of comic opera, originating in Naples and known by a 2-word Italian name?
Commedia dell'arte. It's got a apostrophe in it. No, it wouldn't be that, but Commedia dell'arte.
No, it's opera buffa. Born in Naples in 1740, Giovanni Paisiello is noted for which opera after a play by Beaumarchais? It was eventually displaced by Rossini's 1816 version of the same story. Come on.
Tosca. Tosca.
That's the Barber of Seville. There's less than 4 minutes to go and 10 points for this. In North America, a rich tart consisting of treacle baked in a pastry case has what name, referring to the need...
Pembroke Hodkinson.
Pecan pie.
No, you lose 5 points. The need to wave insects away from the filling. I'll tell you, it's called shoe-fly pie. 10 points for this. In French history, which polity is generally held to have begun in 1870 and to have ended in 1940?
Pembroke Vauxhall.
The Third Republic.
Correct. Here are your bonuses. They're on Gothic literature. A Sicilian Romance and The Mysteries of Udolpho are novels by which English author regarded as a pioneer of Gothic fiction?
Walpole.
No, it's Anne Radcliffe. In a letter to his mother, which 19-year-old author said that Radcliffe's novel, The Mysteries of Udolpho, had inspired him to write his Gothic novel, The Monk?
Matthew Lewis. Matthew Lewis.
Correct. After staying with him at a villa on the shores of Lake Geneva in 1816, which poet described Lewis as a jewel of a man had he been better set?
Keats. I don't know. Keats.
No, it's Byron. 3 minutes ago, 10 points for this. The Victoria Cross was introduced as the highest award for gallantry during which decade?
Pembroke Skeins.
1850s.
1850s is correct, the Crimean War. These bonuses are on physical principles, Pembroke College. Which physical principle asserts the equality of inertial and gravitational acceleration of mass and implies that acceleration under gravity is independent of the nature of the body?
Conservation of momentum.
Come on, we haven't got much time.
Conservation of momentum.
No, it's equivalence. The principle that a ray of light will follow the path that takes the least time is attributed to which 17th century French mathematician?
Pascal.
I think it's Descartes.
Descartes.
No, it's Fermat. Which Austrian physicist gives his name to the exclusion principle of quantum mechanics, which states that no two identical fermions can occupy the same quantum state?
Pauli.
Pauli is correct. 10 points for this. What two-digit number links the first part of the small intestine, the number of cranial nerves, and the atomic number of magnesium?
Kings Middleton.
12.
12 is correct. Your bonuses are on prominent people who give their names to stations of the Paris Metro. In each case, name the person from the description. Nicknamed the Tiger, the Prime Minister of France who presided at the Paris Peace Conference in 1919.
Georges Clemenceau.
Clemenceau.
Correct. A socialist leader assassinated in 1914. He was a co-founder of the newspaper L'Humanité. Let's have it.
Sorry, we don't know.
That's Jean Jaurès. And finally, the 32nd President of the United States of America.
Is that Woodrow Wilson?
Come on.
Woodrow Wilson.
No, it's Franklin D. Roosevelt. 10 points for this. Founded in 1675, which scientific research institution moved to Hurstmonceau Castle in East Sussex in 1950?
Pembroke Skeins.
The Royal Observatory.
Correct, the Royal Greenwich Observatory, yes. Your bonuses are on books by US presidents, Pembroke College. In each case, name the author of the following: Profiles in Courage, Why England Slept, and A Nation of Immigrants. Quickly.
No, Wilson.
No, they're written by Kennedy. No More Vietnams, Beyond Peace, and Real Peace.
Jimmy Carter.
No, that was Nixon. The Audacity of Hope, Change
Barack
We Can
Obama.
Believe in. That was 10 points for this. In chemistry, what term describes the power of an atom to attract electrons towards...
Pembroke Skeins.
Electronegativity.
Correct. So your set of bonuses now are on place names, all of which end with the same three letters. In each case, name the place from the description. Firstly, a city to the south of Kyoto that was capital of Japan from 710 to 784.
Edo.
Quickly.
Edo.
No, it's Nara, the capital of the Solomon Islands, located on the island of Guadalcanal.
Don't know.
It's Honiara. And finally, a city northeast of Bologna, associated with the poets Ariosto and Torquato Tasso.
Pescara. Pescara.
No, it's Ferrara. 10 points for this. What regnal name has been selected most often by those elected to the papacy? The most recent holder of that name, the 23rd, died in 1963.
King's Gallant.
Paul.
No, anyone to pass?
Pembroke Vauxhall.
Leo.
No, it's John. 10 points for this. According to Adam the Gone, Pembroke College, Cambridge have 135. King's College, Cambridge have 150. You know, if you got off to a better start, you might have won that, Pembroke College, but there we are. You didn't. I don't think you scored anything to the halfway point, really. Anyway, we must say goodbye to you, sadly, but thank you very much for playing. King's College, we shall look forward to another neurotic display from you very shortly, I think. I hope you can join us next time for another quarter-final, but until then, it's goodbye from Pembroke College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from King's College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.
Thank you.